To be encounter the 2026 CAF Women's Cup, Africa Cup of Nations. Comes an opportunity for the South, for the Tanzanians, but then Tunzi and by the Tanzanians launching the counter attack, and it's the one that's the first goal for Tanzania by Msewa Lucas Diana, 37th minute. And comes the header, equalizer. Equalizer for South Africa by Baneni Lufi, Baneni. Nice opportunity here for the Tanzanians, and it's the second goal. Really well transformed by number 3, Linus Ubamba Hasnat. Again, trying to look for the cross. And the final whistle goes.
Well, the wait ended between South Africa and Tanzania yesterday, and day 2 of the Africa Women's Cup of Nations in Morocco. Tanzania beating South Africa ladies 2-1. In that particular encounter, it was Tanzania that even scored first before South Africa came back. But it shows that Tanzania has got an aim coming to the Continental Showpiece. Welcome to Kickoff Sports Show. My name is Oladapo Okunubi. You call me YS9, and this morning we've got more to talk about on the world of sports, looking at tennis, looking at NBA, looking at boxing, looking at football from the local to the foreign scene. Players are moving in the Nigeria Premier Football League, while some are finding their way across Europe. Remember, we're live on Facebook, live on YouTube, Solutions 939 FM. Jump on these platforms and also share your thoughts this morning. Well, most teams in Europe already having their preseason tour, and well, remember, Chelsea is in Sydney, and we keep tracking the Champions League qualification also happening tonight across Europe. Now let's start with update coming from the world of tennis. All right, before going to tennis, let us celebrate the athletes who have been able to put Nigeria's name on the medal log at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. Well, when we talk about weightlifting, maybe a lot of athletes have got a lot of weight on their heart, and they are using that at sporting events across the globe. Looking at the situation for Nigeria, right there on the medal log, and what Nigeria has been able to also come up with at the tournament. Well, looking at what happened yesterday at the Commonwealth Games in Scotland, Glasgow. Success follows success for Nigeria. While two nations claimed their first medals at Glasgow 2026, Rafiatu Folashade Lawal helped give Nigeria's weightlifting community a day they will never forget after she produced a dominant performance to win her nation's third gold medal from the 3 events at the SEC Armadillo on a Monday. Earlier in the day, her compatriots Edion Joseph Omofia and Onome Omolola Dede won gold in the men's 71 kg and women's 53 kg respectively. Now, Malaysia's Eri Hidayat Mohammed stopped it, being a Nigerian clean sweep when he stopped and topped the podium in the men's 79 kg. Mohammed left it late, needing a lift of 184 kg, I beg your pardon, with his final effort of the session to push India's Valuri Ajaya Babu into silver position. Birmingham 2022 gold medalist Chris Murray of England secured bronze with his final lift of the night. Now, that's the situation for Nigeria and other countries, but let's look at the medal log and what will be going down today, right there at the Commonwealth Games. For Team Nigeria right there at the Commonwealth Games. Nigeria is fourth on the medal log with a total of 10 medals comprising 6 gold, 4 silver, 0 bronze. Well, Nigeria is behind Canada, England and Australia, the table leaders. Australia is with a total of 59 medals comprising 26 gold, 13 silver and 20 bronze medals. Well, England now second with a total of 32 medals comprising 8 gold, 13 silver and 11 bronze, as Canada is placed third with a total of 21 medals comprising 7 gold, 8 silver and 6 bronze medals. That's the situation on the medal log. Nigeria is in the top 4 positions. Well, host country is 5th, Scotland, with a total of 11 medals comprising 5 gold, 4 silver and 2 bronze medals. South Africa is still in the top 10 position with a total of 11 medals comprising 3 gold, 3 silver and 5 bronze. And those are the top 2 African teams on the medal log in the top 10 position on the medal rankings of the Commonwealth Games. Now let us talk more on the show this morning, moving away from athletics, and then let's talk NBA. Well, the Philadelphia 76ers sent the message that LeBron James was indeed officially and perhaps amazingly on the roster with a straightforward picture. James' blue number 23 jersey hangs in a locker room with a crown as a nod to his king nickname on the shelf. Looking at that picture on IG from Philadelphia 76ers, looking at the crown beside LeBron James's jersey in that locker room shows that yes, they are celebrating this man. They are happy that LeBron James decided to choose Philadelphia 76ers. Well, remember, these two people announced on Monday that their 2-year deal on the veterans minimum for $8 million total was official, and that the full-time NBA MVP was indeed a Sixer. Let's see what he will be bringing on board, right? Now let's go straight and talk tennis. So let's start with the US Open's preparation. Novak Djokovic and Aryna Sabalenka will pair up in a mixed doubles at the US Open. Now, women's world number 1 Sabalenka and 24-time Grand Slam champion Djokovic will join forces in the mixed doubles event, which was won by Sara Errani and Andre Vavazori in both 2024 and 2025. Now, between them, the pair have won 6 singles titles at Arthur Ashe Stadium and will hope to add another piece of New York silverware when the tournament gets underway on August 30. Now, according to reports we are also tracking, Casper Ruud and Igor Swiatek, who were beaten by Vavazori and Errani in last year's final, headline the remaining teams in a field that also features world number 2 Elena Rybakina alongside American Taylor Fritz. However, we don't know how Yannick Sinner, Carlo Alcaraz, Venus Williams and Serena will be paired. We don't know how they will be going for their doubles pairings, despite all 4 appearing on the single entry list. So we were talking about Andy Murray, right? Who's going to be coaching Jack Draper. And I said something may happen at the end of the day because Andy Murray retired even from tennis due to injuries. Yeah, most especially the hip injury. Now, he came out to say he'll be coaching Jack Draper. Now, Jack Draper has withdrawn from the DC Open with a left arm injury. You need to think about the people you are working with. Now, former world number 4 had secured an injuries churn 2026, which saw him miss all 3 Grand Slam tournaments, with the withdrawal coming just a day after Draper claiming that he feels physically good. The Brit, who is coached by Sir Andy Murray, has slipped to world number 147 in the ATP rankings, leaving him likely to face qualifying if he is to compete at September's US Open after missing out on direct entry into the main draw. Remember, we told you about how the draws are made. What makes you to go for qualifier? If you are not in the 1 to 110 or 111, that means you cannot be in the automatic qualification for the US Open. All right, now let's check updates this morning from the world of tennis. What is happening at the Mubadala Open? Well, we're getting more messages this morning. Good morning to all of you. And for those of you who are not happy with what your clubs are doing in the transfer market, drop a message. Well, Karim Adeyemi has moved to Barcelona from Borussia Dortmund. Well, is Liverpool doing the right business? Yes, Liverpool has already pulled out from a particular transfer business. But do you think Vinicius Junior is the right man to help Arsenal retain the English Premier League and win the UEFA Champions League title? Let me get your comment on the live Facebook fan page this morning. All right, to the Mubadala DC Open. Well, earlier this morning, it was Francis Tiafoe who lost against Terence at Mane. He won the first set 6-4 but slipped in the last two sets to lose 3-6, 4-6. But looking at other matches going down today, 4 p.m, Ugo Humbert will be up against Andrea Martin as a cameo match. Zark battles Tommy Paul. Alex Mikkelsen will be up against Mackenzie McDonald. The last set of games going down today, we'll see Trevor Sharjah against Jacob Mensik by 8:30, and 11 o'clock we'll see Alex Duminor battle Stefano Tsitsipas. Well, we know the ladies will also be in action today. Looking at the Mubadala DC Open WTA 500, Johnson, Yanis Zhen defeated Rebecca Shramkova 6-4, 6-2 as Ashla Kroger came from his set down to beat Katja Butler 3-6, 6-2, 6-2. More games to go down today, but looking at the last set of games going down, Magdalena Frank will be up against Anne Lee as we have Daria Kasatkina take on Anna Kalinskaya. But tomorrow, Venus Williams will be in action in the singles against Anastasia Potapova by 12:30 a.m. Now, we were talking about Anthony Joshua's victory yesterday, where the one he had, and a lot of people, he called out Tyson Fury. Well, somebody's already saying that bout between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua may lead to the official retirement of Tyson Fury and even Anthony Joshua. Now, Dylan White is saying that he believes Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua could both retire after their long-awaited fight this year. Fury and Joshua are expected to finally share the ring in November after they both emerged victorious from their warm-up fight with America now the likely location for the British heavyweight blockbuster. We'll wait and see if that can happen, but the only thing that can bring out an athlete is money and ego sometimes. Yeah, but money is basically the last time. All right, we're going to break, and when we come back, we talk football this morning, looking at what is happening on the continent of Africa. Nigeria's Flying Eagles right there in the WAFU B for the WAFCON help prepare their Super Falcons and their aim to retain the Continental Crown. Do not go anywhere.
Straight from the farms to your table. OOK Rice. Yes, no wahala. Enjoy premium, locally grown and processed Nigerian rice from OOK Farms. No stones, no dust, no chaff. Everything clean, nutritious and proudly Nigeria. Available in 50 kg and other sizes. With OOK Rice, you will enjoy quality you can trust with every meal. Also available, hygienically packaged chicken, palm oil, honey beans and lots more. It's simply fresh and straight from the farm. You don't have to stress yourself. You can place your order now from anywhere in the world. We deliver nationwide and globally. Visit us today at Shop 1 and 2 Larry Complex along Gagi New Ife Road beside Wema Bank, Ibadan. Call 0815-530-3030 or 0806-853-8861. Call Abuja 0806-859-2528. OOK Farms, proudly Nigerian. Farm to plate.
Sabi dribble, But you no fit dribble past malaria if you no use insecticide-treated nets. Malaria dey real o.
This message now from Solutions 93.9 FM.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Welcome back. Still Kickoff Sports Show live on Solutions 939 FM with your host, Oladapo Kunubi. You call me Wise 9. Now let's focus on football this morning as we start with Nigeria's Flying Eagles, who were victorious in the Wafu B Under 20 Championship touching defense yesterday following a 4-2 victory over rivals Ghana's Black Satellite. The result gives the Flying Eagles a perfect start to their campaign as they continue their quest for a third consecutive Wafu B Under 20 Championship title. Now they will face the Sparrow Hawks of Togo in the next game on Thursday. Now, let's talk about the WAFCON this morning. Remember, tonight, champions of Africa, Super Falcons, will be in action in the first game.
J Slick. Hey. She dey play ball low. Hey. And she dey score goal for my heart, you. And she dey give them colo. Hey.
I'll start from the last question. The good performance from the Super Falcons will be to win 3 points, and that's what we think is a good performance for us, and because that's what matters in this tournament. Of course, you want to think about how you play, how you perform, the tactical, and all of those brilliances. But if you do all of that and you don't win, I don't think, that's going to count for anything in this game, in this tournament. So the good performance for us is to win. Playing against Shawinga Sisters, Coach rightly said, we're approaching every team with sense of humility, sense of respect, and seeing some of us, seeing them play, qualify for the WAFCON the first time, it shows the progress they're making, and it shows the intentionality of their federation or their nation investing in women football, and also some of the players are also playing in top flight league as well. It shows that, the future of women's football is really bright with intentional investment and consistency all around. So message to our fans is always the same. They're always coming out in the numbers. They're always cheering us both on the field and also on the media. We see their support. We see their love. We see how much they cheer us to win. Because I usually say that their support was instrumental to the last victory that we had. So we want them to replicate the same energy, even just double it, because we need that energy to keep raising the standard and also keep flying the flag of our nation high. So we all need to work together to make it work. So my message is let them keep cheering us up, let them keep supporting us, let them keep praying for us, and we'll make them proud as always.
Super Falcons, the captain Rashidat Ajibade speaking there, and talking about what it will look like facing their opponent Malawi in the WAFCON opener for their Group C today, and that will be by 9 o'clock. It is now more of the focus on starting positively, and do not underrate the Malawians. But before that game, Zambia will be up against Egypt by 6 o'clock. But let's get the reaction of Coach Justin Madugo about either Mission 11, who came up with the idea, or is this about focusing on qualifying for the FIFA Women's World Cup from the continental showpiece?
It was not me that presented the last one, Ambition X. But all we know is that we have a focus, we have a target, and we know what we really want to achieve. We are here to ensure that we qualify for the World Cup as well as retain the trophy we won last year. We are playing Malawi tomorrow, and we have every respect for all the teams in the tournament. Every team that qualifies for this tournament deserves, commendation, and they deserve a lot of respect for qualifying for the WAFCON. That they are debutants, yes, they are debutants in the WAFCON, but they are a very good side, and we don't take anything for granted. We're not taking anything for granted because you need to respect everybody that has qualified for this competition, and everybody is coming here with a purpose, with a mission, and so you don't undermine or underestimate what anybody can do. So, like I said, we have huge respect for all our opponents, and we believe that we stick to our game plans, stick to our mission, and then try to see how it goes from there.
So that's the mission and that's the message from Coach Justin Madugu, who spoke yesterday ahead of tonight's clash against Malawi. Wishing the girls all the best, but don't behave like South Africans who lost against Tanzania. But now moving away from that this morning as we keep tracking updates from the world of football. But before we wrap up the continental showpiece for women now, let's talk about the Malawians this morning as we got an update that going into their first ever Women's Africa Cup of Nations, star forward Temwa Chawinga has warned the rest of the field that while they may be seen as underdogs, they have no intention of playing like it. Malawi has drawn against defending champions Nigeria alongside Zambia and Egypt in what many, including the South Africa captain Refili Ojane, has described as the tournament's toughest group. Malawi's arrival in Morocco would naturally come with the lowered expectation that typically accompany a first-time participant. But we wait to see if these ladies can usurp Nigeria. But now moving away from the continent of Africa, let's talk European football this morning. Well, remember, Italy is currently in coaching crisis after Gennaro Gattuso left the affairs of the team. Now, they went to meet Pep Guardiola. He rejected them. They went to meet Pirlo and looked like maybe Andrea Pirlo would be the man. But yesterday, he made an announcement that he will not be taking charge of the team because he signed a deal with the Russian betting company, and some people in the board of the Italian Football Federation were not in support of that. I mean, they don't want somebody who is associated with a betting company in a country that attacked Ukraine. I mean, bringing all those together. But now, Paolo Maldini, who is the technical director of the Italian Football Federation, has left his role following the decision not to appoint Andrea Pirlo as Italy head coach. I mean, you look at players who have played together and now they're in, managerial board positions to see how they can work together based on understanding, and you are now stopping this man from doing his job. Both Maldini and his advisor Leonardo have quit just 16 days after the FIGC made the official announcement of their appointment. It was decided on Sunday that talks with Andrea Pirlo, Maldini and Leonardo's peak to be Italy's head coach would not proceed due to concerns over his links to a Russian gambling firm. Maldini and Leonardo were brought in to lead a huge shake-up at FIGC in the wake of Azzurri missing out on the World Cup qualification for a third consecutive tournament. Come on. I mean, you just know what you need to do. You know the time to bow out. If the board is not giving you the backings, just move. All right, now let's talk about the World Cup is over, yes, but some stories are still not ending based on goal of the tournament. Imagine goal of the tournament going to Cape Verde. Now, Cape Verde fullback Sidney Lopez Cabral has won the World Cup goal of the tournament award for his spectacular strike against Argentina in the round of 32. Although Cape Verde lost, got knocked out, but they have a lot to show for it. Goal of the tournament, and even their goalkeeper also part of the best 11 at the tournament. Now let's move away from that and let's go talk transfers, preseason, and more. And we start with his man, Danny Welbeck.
Oh, given away so simply, so easily. The break is on. Welbeck charging through with Dinger to his right. Welbeck in on goal and places it to perfection. Danny Welbeck doubles Albion's lead. A simply brilliant finish. Oh, that was class from Danny Welbeck.
Well, Danny Welbeck's name has been on the lips of football fans, the same as Chelsea transfer team, same as even the other side of Europe this morning, because Danny Welbeck, a Manchester United player, moved to different clubs played for Arsenal, and report had it yesterday that Chelsea has interest in discussing with Danny Welbeck to bring him on board to join the Blues. But we don't know. Xabi Alonso has been keeping his lips closed, but he has been talking about Morgan Rogers. Xabi Alonso has said he is sure Morgan Rogers will have an almost instant impact at Chelsea after his record move from Aston Villa. Now, there is a decision coming from the board of a Premier League this morning. Now, the Premier League season is set to trial a crackdown on goalkeepers who appear to feign injury in order to disturb the flow of the game or give time for coaches to instruct players. The English Football Association on Monday said the move has been approved by Global Soccer's rule-making panel. So, let's wait to see how that will be. But remember, the opening game of the Premier League season will see Arsenal begin its title defense at home against newly promoted Coventry on August 21. Alright, so now let's talk more on the transfer this morning. Now, this man has also been on the lips of football fans.
Against the bar, Barcola, 2-2. 2 goals in 3 minutes for City, 2 goals in 4 minutes for Paris Saint-Germain, and we're back level again.